I'm selling everything. My hair, my cat, my dog, my grandmother. I'm selling everything. I'm done. What is happening with crypto? I was wrong. In fact, in yesterday's video, I was really, really wrong. We are now live. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for all of your support. Shout out to New Jay. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Loving the live streams. A lot of you are here today as well. Over 128 of you. Smash up the like button. Click the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you do not miss these time-sensitive YouTube live streams. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We already got 30 likes. Let's get into the rest of it. Am I the only one feeling this way? Absolutely not. Lark Davis, F crypto, I'm done. Bitcoin, $18,000. Is it time to get out? Is it time to sell everything? Was I wrong about all of this? Is it going to zero? Let's talk about it in today's video. So let's get right into Twitter. Willy Woo, if you don't know who Willy Woo is, has over 1 million followers over on Twitter. He said, and he made a tweet, we will never see Bitcoin at 20,000 again. 24,000 support would need a black swan event to break down. The floor price support by long-term buyers is rising very fast. Well, this was something that, again, was posted literally in 2021, January 3rd. And if we take a look at this, this did not age well. But why didn't it age well? What is going to happen next? Were all of us wrong? Well, let's get into the Crypto Fear and Greed Index sitting at a 6. A 6. Unbelievable. We are as low as we've ever truly been. Yet again, I think a 5 yesterday is what I shared with us. Fear and Greed Index was 11. It's insanely low. It truly does feel depressing. It feels like it's never going to end. I don't remember having Bitcoin or the crypto markets, even in 2018, even in 2020, it didn't feel like this. And I think that there's a lot of things that we really do need to discuss in today's video, and ultimately why it might not be a bad thing to be done for the time being. But I also am going to share with you some more hope. Altcoin season did go up a little bit. We're at 29, and some altcoins surprisingly are holding pretty strong. But let's get into what's really going on here. Bitcoin price falls below $20,000 for the first time since 2020, and Ethereum is now under $1,000, a 3-digit Ethereum. This is a brutal day of losses, and Bitcoin is unfolding, crossing under its previous all-time high for the first time in its history. This is truly history in the making. And what this does remind me of, if I'm being honest with everyone here on the channel, this reminds me of when Bitcoin a few years ago, and let me get back into the daily here, when we had these quote-unquote massive capitulation sells. It's reminding me a lot of this 6,000 now going to 3,000. Now this happened very quickly as well. Why does this remind me of this? It reminds me of this because if you were to look back at all the articles and what everyone was saying right here and right here, it feels like a historic monumental event. This felt like a historic monumental event. And truly, we have history in the making here today. And so it's very important that we understand this, but also it's very important to understand where we're going next. And is it truly time to just get out and be done with this? Because I do believe that there's kind of arguments in both directions here. So let's get into it. So the Bitcoin price crossed under its 2017 all-time high. And everyone's saying there's a first time for everything. Well, this is the first time. And why is this happening? Well, a lot of people are tweeting between Luna, Celsius, Three Arrows Capital. This is the black swan event that is happening. It's all of these liquidations. Everyone's getting liquidated like absolute crazy. And then you have on top of the Fed hikes. Sorry, it's a little early here. I'm still kind of waking up to all of this. We have so much just FUD, real fear, inflation, war in Russia. It's like this perfect storm to have these markets absolutely collapsing before our eyes. And cryptocurrency is doing this before a lot of the other markets are as well. And today being a weekend, I think if there was any time for some mass manipulation, this is what is likely the cause of everything. Now, are we going to have a bear year like any other? While between Bitcoin and USD, this yields 37% losses for the first 2 weeks in months, making June the worst month on the June record, according from data from on-chain monitoring CoinGlass. So this is the worst as it's ever gotten. I mean, if you take a look at this chart here, I mean, look at this, is ridiculous. We are well under the 200-week moving average right now. Tomorrow, we are going to have a weekly candle close. We need to get above this line, which is sitting right around 22,000. Now, will we have a fake out down, rally back up? It's not looking like that is the case. And unfortunately, we could be in for some more pain. As insane as that sounds that I'm saying this to you, and I know a lot of you give me a hard time with the clickbait and all the kind of stuff here, but in all seriousness, it may be time to just get out. And also, I know what I'm saying there, but for some of you, maybe because you need the money or you overinvested in yourself, maybe for your own mental health and for just to let go of the pain and to maybe restart, that may be an option. But I do want to share more of my thoughts here and why I really don't think, truly, this is the best time to sell everything. I actually believe still this is an opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm not just saying that either. But we have to report the news and be honest with each other that another 60% drop after breaking below 1,000 is definitely out there. It's a possibility. And so this to me, though, after Ethereum reaching $975, it's been even lower now. The Federal Reserve, again, as I mentioned, this is what we could see. And again, this all started with the Luna collapse and all the other things happening. But if we were to go down, we would be under a $400 Ethereum. Ethereum would go under $400 if things were to continue at a 60% rate. So again, how far can the Ethereum price go? Why does this matter? Again, 830 is the next target right now. And some are predicting a 90% incline. Again, that would be right around the $80 mark back in December. And again, Cointelegraph covered earlier that the lowest, absolute lowest people are really thinking for Ethereum at this time is $420. No, that's not a meme. That's just the target. And maybe we will ultimately get there. Let me know in the comments. We're going to be getting to comments and Q&A here in just a second. Thank you all for being here. More than 700 of you. Smash up the like button. Let's get to 200 likes on the live stream here. We currently have more than 130 likes. Thank you so much. Smash up the likes. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these cryptocurrencies really need your support now more than ever. And so does this channel and each and every one of you. So, again, more real bad things unfortunately happening. Magic internet money. DPEGs as Terra Luna. Domino effect persists. Now, again, what is Abracadabra? It's another one of these algorithmic stablecoins. It's depegging. You can see right here, depeg, depeg, depeg. And if we go to the search box, it's the #1 search coin right now on CoinGecko. Under $1, under its peg. Is this going to recover? Is all of this going to go to zero as well? Another cryptocurrency, USDD, under its peg. We covered this cryptocurrency and we covered the risks around this cryptocurrency as well. This one is over collateralized, so I have maybe a little bit more faith in this one. But I think we've all learned now that these are just super duper risky, that it probably is not worth the rewards, not financial advice. But yet again, you know, something to be thinking about here with all that's happening in crypto. And speaking of all that's happening in crypto, we got even more FUD. Coinbase is facing class action lawsuits over these unstable stablecoins, Gen Y and Terra USD. The cryptocurrency exchange is accused of failing to do due diligence, among other things, after The users lost literally billions of dollars as a result of depegging of the stablecoins. So again, a class action lawsuit is now filed. People are not happy about this. It's another lawsuit. Elon Musk gets hit with a ridiculous 258 billion Dogecoin lawsuit. This is a real lawsuit as well. Now, do I believe that this is actually going to happen? No, I don't think so. I don't think this person's going to win a $250 billion Dogecoin lawsuit. This could just be for attention. But in all seriousness, if you take a look at Dogecoin, it's still sitting in the number 11 spot. 5 cents. 5 cents. So if you were a believer in Dogecoin at any point in the last literal year, it is now the lowest it has been since February 2021. Down 92%. So let's get into why, again, are we going lower? Why? What's the motive here? Haven't we had enough pain? Crypto Man Rand said they won't stop until Celsius is liquidated. The liquidation price now for Celsius is 13.6. The collateralization ratio is 200%. And this has been big news because Celsius has locked up virtually everyone's funds who had them left on Celsius. And they have a massive liquidation price here. So these are whale games. This is manipulation to its maximum, truly. And if you're a retail investor caught in the middle of this, the biggest mistake that I made personally, and I said this on yesterday's live stream, was selling the absolute bottom. And let's get into some other tweets here. Alex Becker did a poll and he said, what will be the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other coin in the next major bull run? And again, this could be years from now, but a majority said much higher than the all-time high. So if the majority of people believe that these coins are going higher and higher than their all-time highs, right now we are seeing the biggest discount and potentially fire sale we have ever seen. So another thing that I want to share, Trayvon said that Hex is now the number 7 cryptocurrency in the world according to Coin Fair Value. I know a lot of you, I talk about Hex a lot in this cryptocurrency on this channel. A lot of controversy about Hex. A lot of people believe that it's a Ponzi. A lot of people believe that it's a scam. And you know what? It very well could be. But according to this data, it is the number 7 cryptocurrency coin as a fair market cap. Or should I say, as a fair cap. And to me, it's like, that's interesting. That at least interests me. I would continue to do your research on these cryptocurrency coins, but there are so much more coming. And Richard Hart, who created Hex, said from $69,000, even $64,000, that was the top, and that Bitcoin was going to 10,000. I remember him saying this and was very, very adamant about it. Will that come true? Let me know down below in the comments. Let's get into it even more. Smash up that like button. Let's get there, everyone. We're almost at 1,000 viewers. Share this stream. This is super important to know. We're going to get into your questions here in a second. Also, 254 likes. Let's get to 300. Sincerely appreciate it. I'm here on a Saturday morning. You can hear it in my voice. I'm not pepper and all excited. You know, I'm being honest with everyone here. This is tough times. This is tough. Make sure you are following me over on Twitter, though. Okay, make sure you're following me there, because if I retweet this or refresh, you can see here, you'll be able to catch all my live streams. Okay? You can click here. As soon as it's posted, click the notification bell. Super important. Really appreciate that. Also, follow me over on Instagram. I made this post literally a month ago, 2 months ago. 1 month ago, I sold all my Bitcoin. I made a video on YouTube saying why I sold all my Bitcoin, not clickbait. It was not clickbait. I was serious about this. I sold it all. It was at $43,000 at that time. Make sure you're following me only on my social medias. Again, they're all up below, at Joe Parys. Anything else is a scammer, is a fraud. It is not me. Somebody else mentioned, Joe, somebody's promising me to make $700 with your online class. It's not me. I will never make you any promises at all with crypto. JoeParys.com. Free training. My course right here. It's only on Teachable. Okay? It's $497 with a massive bear market discount. This is the course. Again, I'm sharing this with you in case you're interested in learning how to put yourself in front of the herd moving forward, but also so you don't get scammed and you buy the wrong one. There's too many scammers out there. My team and I are doing absolutely everything. We're working on verification. We are working on everything that we can. Stay safe out there. Let's get into some of the other altcoins. What is going to happen next? Well, personally, here's what I'm thinking. And here's what our friend Steve at Crypto Crew University had to say. Quote, "This will make you a lot of money." And he's showing, here's the Bitcoin price. Here's the RSI. Here's the sarcastic RSI. He said the next couple of days here, if this moves all the way back down, it will mark potentially one of the best buying opportunities for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency ever in history. And that is why, as I said in the beginning, I'm selling my hair, I'm selling my grandma, my cat and dog, and I don't have any of those things, even the hair. See, this is what Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market does to you. You lose your hair. So I want you all to know I'm in this with you, sincerely. My portfolio has lost millions of dollars in altcoins. Sincerely, it has. Now, was it a lot of it profits? Yes, it was. So, I'm not going to give up completely and say, I can't afford to put the lights on. But I do believe now these next few months could get ugly. And the truth of the matter is you need to prepare for that today. And I wanted to share this with you because on my channel, I have been sharing a lot of videos. And if we click here are the different videos. Warnings, many warnings about many of these altcoins. Many warnings here again about Bitcoin. Short videos. I even shared with you, again, like if we go back many months ago, let me see here. Where's the video? Right here. Why I sold all my Bitcoin 2 months ago. I was raising red flags and warnings. Again, all the way back here, crypto emergency. Most crypto investors will lose. These are things 3 or 4 months ago. So let's now get into a little bit of Q&A. And also, I'm going to give a price prediction right now. Bitcoin's at 18,000. Do I think it could come lower? Now that we have broken 20,000, we've gotten that out of the way. Yes, I do. I believe we could now sincerely go lower. Where is the bottom? Nobody knows for sure. But I think that I would not be surprised to see 13, 14,000. I would not be surprised to see 10,000. Right here, you can see 13,000. Here's our levels of support. If we break through this, we're coming down here pretty quickly. So again, I'm not a technical trader. I'm really not. But when it comes to markets and everything else, I don't see us going much lower than that. The RSI, the price, everything has just been absolutely hammered. And right now, even at 19,000, I truly do believe that if you were to sell anything, sell your stable coins into some of these cryptos, not financial advice, I will be being done with this. I know the thumbnail says I'm done. Here's what I'm done doing. I'm done sitting on the sidelines. It's time for me personally to take action. And those actions, I believe truly, will reap rewards years into the future. But that's the key here. Years. It may be years. It may be months. It may be years. But when you're investing and when the market looks like this, those are typically the best times to buy. Again, this didn't happen overnight. It went all the way down, chopped around here for a few months. Months you had in here. Then we got back out. So again, we could come down, chop around, and then eventually go back and potentially hit new all-time highs years into the future. But if I'm being honest with the economy, all this FUD in crypto, tons of lawsuits, liquidation hunting, this to me is like, if you had never got into crypto before and you're like, I've thought about crypto, maybe I wanted to get into this, this could be that insane entry point that you are looking for. Again, not financial advice. You need to do your research, and you should never risk more than you can afford to lose. All right, let's get into some Q&A. Let's get into it. We're live. Almost 1,000 of you in here. Thank you so much. Sincerely appreciate each and every one of you. Let's get into it. Let's keep the chat clean as well. I'm seeing some of you are getting blocked for whatever reason. It's probably because, just keep the chat as clean as possible. Let's smash up that like button. Let's get to 400 likes, everyone. Sincerely, I will be here for the next 10-15 minutes with you, answering some questions. Let's get into it. We're so close to 1,000. Share the stream. I sincerely appreciate it as well. It would be a bigger opportunity if Bitcoin drops to 11,000. So that's that. I truly do believe that as well. If you believe that Bitcoin is a better inflation hedge, is a better digital gold, if you believe in any of these other altcoins are going to be better versions of potentially Bitcoin and are going to do more, then now is the time to say, I'm done with sitting on my hands and to start taking some action, certainly. I'm not saying all action. If I'm being honest, when it comes to DCAing, I'm not a big DCA guy. That's just not my strategy. My strategy is finding new projects early. How do you do this? Polka Starter, Seedify, BSC Pad. Now, there are lots of projects launching right now in the bear market. No. Are there some? Yes. And this is where, when the bull does return, look at what happened to Seedify. This is bull market. This is bear market. This was bull. This was bear. Where would you want to have bought? If you would have got in here, let me refresh this. If you would have got into Seedify at its low, what you could have done is this. If you go to their website, and again, I'm just using Seedify as an example here. Could literally be any of these incubators or launch pads. If you get in low, you get into their tiered system. This is where, and again, I'm sharing this because there's lots of advisors. Alex Becker, really, really big influencers, have advised these projects. And a lot of Seedify projects, if you look at the data, have done very, very well for their investors, like compared to what they invested. If you see more here, these are upcoming IGOs and NGOs. And what I'm teaching you is, like, if I'm thinking about the market right now, this is how you get insanely far ahead. Now, it's very risky, but this is how you get insanely far ahead. For whatever reason, this is not loading. But let's go into Polka Starter then, because this will give us another example. And again, this website, for whatever reason, is not working either. So maybe it's my internet. I have no idea. Looks like it's just that day for cryptocurrency, ladies and gentlemen. But my point is like, look, if you were to go to any of these incubators, launch pads, and you take a look at this, like, let's look at the overview of the chart. These are at lows that we haven't seen in like years. And my point is that, like, if you get into this at minus 94%, not only potentially could you get those crazy gains if this goes all the way up to $4 again a token, it could in the future, because there's going to be more innovation, there's going to be more technology, more new projects building. Polka Starter to me is like one of those projects that I think if there's an incubator or launch pad that's going to stand the test of time, I think this could be one of them. I think Seedify could definitely be one of them. I think BSC Pad has proven itself to be one of them. That has continued to incubate projects that are doing well for their investors. So there's a lot of other incubators and launch pads as well. If you're interested in that, check out my online class. Sincerely, I teach you all about them, all the ins and outs, and how not only myself, but many of my other students have done very, very well with this. Again, like, the altcoins are where the mad gains are in the bull. And they're also, the mad gains are made now if you're able to find a lot of these altcoins low. In fact, one of the ones that I found low was Polygon. This was one of the ones that I found at a penny. It's still sitting right now, today. I bought it all the way back here. Today, it's still sitting at 20 times its money that I bought it. Today, even being down 87%. So, am I sweating Polygon Matic? Nope, I'm not sweating it. I'm not sweating it. Because the point is, like, I'm still up massively. So, if you'd like to learn how all that works, you know where to go. But let's get back into the Q&A here. Appreciate your POV, Joe. How low do you think Hex is going to go over the next 90 days? Well, let's take a look at this. Hex is really going to depend upon the market. I'm going to be honest. We've broken 3 cents, so it's not looking good, like, at all. We're already down 94%. I mean, could it go to like 1 penny at this point? Like, certainly could. Do I think it will, like, do I think that will be the bottom? If Hex is ever going to recover and make it, certainly. But to me, like, it's already insanely low, right? Like, if you think Hex is going to bounce back to 10 cents at some point, I mean, is it worth waiting until it goes to 2.5 cents or 2 cents? Like, to me, it's like the action taking now, if you're a long-term holder, it's not going to matter much if you're 94% or 98%, right? Like, this is what Ethereum did. Ethereum went 94%. So again, am I good? If I had Hex, would I be selling it way up here if I was in massive losses? I mean, I can't tell you what to do with your money. But if I'm being honest, I remember when Hex was right up down here, big payday. This drop, I remember this drop. It was a different time, different situation. It was right before the bull market, so there's a lot of differences. But there was so much FUD and pain and everything else going on here as well. If Hex is going to make it, and I have conviction that it will. I actually do think this is going to be one of those coins that does make it. I mean, it could go lower because it went up so high. That's the only problem with Hex. The problem with Hex is it went up so high. Like, people were buying it at like less than a fraction of a penny. Like, I was one of those people. So because of that, like, I'm still in like almost 10x profits, which is kind of crazy to think too. So this one I do think could go a little bit lower. How low though? I mean, it's anyone's guess at this point. From TA perspective, you can kind of throw that out the window at this point with this coin being down as much as it is. But if Hex does launch on Pulse Chain, that whole ecosystem like develops, and Richard Hart continues to keep marketing, I could see this recovering, and like the gains could be astronomical with this if it actually does go back to all-time highs and everything else. So, high risk cryptocurrency coin. That's all I can say about Hex. I like Hex. I like what it does. I have conviction with it personally, but I'm also not a fool to thinking that it's high risk. Okay, this is a high risk play. So let's just be honest about that one. Waves, USDN also depegging back in February. Yeah, all these algorithmic stable coins, like everything is just, yeah. Algorand seems to be holding up okay. Yeah, I think it's, some of these altcoins are holding up okay. 29 cents. Still down 91% though. But yeah, I mean, it's not like double digit red. But these are the opportunities, man. Like, you look at these charts, like, where would you want to buy in all these? Like, it's the bottoms of this stuff. So I don't know much about Algorand. Personally, this is one I have not invested in. But yeah, I mean, it's still holding on there. Guys, look, this is the answer to all your prayers, a once in the lifetime opportunity. It's easy to say this in hindsight, right? So right now in the moment, with Bitcoin being down to 19,000, if you fast forward the clocks 2 years from now and Bitcoin's at 70,000, you could go back to this moment and be like, oh, I should have bought. I should have done that. But in this moment, it feels like it's going lower. So that's where you have to detach your emotions. You have to come to the YouTubers. You have to come to the people who are here in the market each and every day. And this is where you have to just say to yourself, all right, I'm taking the risk. Is the risk worth the reward? That's the question that you have to answer yourself. And I truly do think that it could be at this time. Richard Hart is Satoshi. That's how he knows. Yeah, I mean, that's a long shot. If I made $1 million, I would have taken half, but I'm not big short. I'm a little short. Well, look, I mean, look, if you don't have a lot of money to invest with, that's okay. I didn't have a lot of money when I got started with crypto. Learning is way more important. Sandbox is going to the moon. Why are you such clickbaiting now? I don't think I'm that big clickbaiting now, to be honest. I think everyone's kind of clickbaiting. That's just kind of like what it's about. BitConnect was a Ponzi. Was top 5. It was a well-executed Ponzi. I lost 1 Bitcoin in that Ponzi. Yeah, I mean, BitConnect was a unique thing for sure. But again, like, Joe, your morale is low. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm being honest with everyone in the market because I know I'm not going to come in here and say like, hey, look, you know, everyone, like, everything is hunky-dory and life is good. Like, I'm being honest with everyone. Like, it doesn't feel good to me either. You know, like, it does not feel good. And there's over 900 people watching. Thank you so much for being here. Sincerely, sincerely, sincerely. But I'm here to be honest and open, like how it feels. So when the market's up, winning, losing, I think we're all here together, and I think that that's what's going to make the best of everything. Around 14,000. Am I on TikTok? Yes, I am on TikTok. Up above, at Joe Parys. Nothing else. LG says, I love the new content format. Yeah, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. I love jumping on here live too as well. Jeff says, what's up, Joe? Love the live streams. Thanks, Jeff. Really appreciate your support, man. And I really appreciate everything that you've done and helped with here, you know, with the whole journey. So big shout out to Jeff. You lost me when you talked about Hex. Look, this is a controversial coin. Some people either love it or hate it. And there's a lot of people that are saying like, oh, look, Hex is going to Ponzi, this and that, this and that. You do your research on it. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it is. What I am saying is that it's produced the highest amount of gains for a lot of altcoins. And if you're looking from a purely speculative, what's going to produce results, that one's definitely been up there. So ADA is holding strong. ADA definitely is. They've had a lot of like upgrades. Where do people think the money is coming with Hex? This is one of the biggest things I will say about this, just to talk about this really quickly. Where's the money coming from Bitcoin? Right? Bitcoin's been inflating for years. Where's the money coming from there? Where's the money coming from Ethereum? That's been inflating. Like, where's the money coming from any of these crypto coins? If you ask yourself that question, like, Hex is just doing the same thing that all these other crypto coins are doing, but yet all these other ones are like still alive and kicking. So it's really interesting. Hex is an interesting one. I don't want to make this just like a chat all about Hex, but if you really study Hex, it's really not that different from a lot of the other cryptocurrency coins, except that it just pumps and dumps like crazy. So if you can time the tops and bottoms of it, like, you can do quite well. Smash up that like button, everyone. Thank you so much. 955 of you watching right now. Thank you again. Sincerely appreciate you being here. We're at almost 500 likes. Should I like my own video? Let me know. I won't do it because you guys are doing a great job and girls are doing a great job. So I had 100 Luna, sold at $25, got out with Celsius, thinking it was safe. Yeah, look, I mean, there's just so much going on right now, everyone. You know, USDT, USDC, or DAI. I mean, the only stable coin, you know, that I would trust at this point is probably USDC. USDT, to me, like, if I had to choose between USDC and USDT, I'd choose USDC, right? Joe's depressed because he lost his life savings. No, I still have plenty. I really do. I'm depressed because I'm just a competitive person, and in hindsight, it's always easy to see the mistakes that you made. I'm depressed because I feel like I made too many mistakes. And I'm depressed because I don't like seeing other people lose as well. Like, I want to win, right? As everyone does, and I'm a competitor. So, and I truly do feel for everyone, like, sincerely, who's put their hard-earned money into a lot of this stuff, and now it's just going to minus 90. I mean, that's not fun for anyone. Like, it's not new all-time highs. If it was new all-time highs, we'd be having a party, jumping around, having a good time on stream, but it's just not that. So, like, I don't feel like it's congruent to behave in a way where it's not truthful. CRA and Avalanche down 2. Please, any hope? I mean, look, it's hard to say. I think that Avalanche will make it. I think that there's projects building there. I think that it actually does have a use case. I think it's fast, EVN compatible. I think that there's something there. And thank you, everyone, for smashing that like button. We got 500 likes now. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, look, any of these coins, it's now up. I mean, you got to really do your research on them to see if you think that they're going to make it through this. Because if I'm being honest, a lot of these cryptocurrency coins in the top 20 are not going to be the same ones. You think Shiba's going to make it in 5 years? Do you think, you know, Dogecoin's going to make it? I mean, they might. They might, because they have those really strong communities, right? Like, they really do. But I wouldn't be surprised if Dogecoin and Shiba was not up there. I wouldn't be surprised if Avalanche, for whatever reason, didn't make it, if Polkadot didn't make it, if Solana didn't make it. Now, I think that they will, right? I made a video on this. I do believe that these cryptocurrency coins will be okay. But I wouldn't be surprised to see like a VeChain in the top 10 all of a sudden. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe like a Helium up there. You know, could ApeCoin climb up even more? For sure. You know, KuCoin is climbing up a lot. You know, PancakeSwap has dropped off. I talked about PancakeSwap a lot. I really liked PancakeSwap. I loved the yield that you could earn. And at the right time, this coin did amazingly well. Back in DeFi summer, when it was DeFi crazy all the way back here, PancakeSwap was amazing. I was talking about it at 25, saying it was great, this and that. I caught the wave on PancakeSwap. Then it crashed to basically minus 93%, which is crazy because they reconfigured how much the earnings were going to be, and it just, everyone sold at that point. They kind of, I hate to say, they shot themselves in the foot a little bit. So you don't know what these cryptocurrency projects are going to do. You don't know for sure, and anything can happen. So the Safe Zone said, look, I'm an old subscriber, love from India. Thank you, Safe Zone, really appreciate that. Thank you everyone for being here again. We've hit it over 1,000 watchers right now live on stream. Thank you so much for being here. Smash up that like button if you're new. Sincerely appreciate it. Let's get into a couple more questions here for everybody. I know it's been a tough morning. Well, at least where I'm at in the morning, so it could be anywhere your time, but it's been a tough one. Same with Hex. Let's see what other questions do we got here. Joe, thoughts on Phantom, please? Yeah, let's talk about Phantom real quickly. Oops. Let's just take a look at the price. It's down a lot. Looks like basically all the other charts. That's one thing I do want to give some encouragement with to everyone who are in altcoins. Look, all the altcoins look like this. Every chart looks like this. Up to the right forever and then down to the right forever. So what I know about Phantom is when Phantom crashed like crazy, it's when that developer quit. And again, it's very hard to resurrect projects when something like that happens. Phantom had its day because it had that DeFi, and there was a lot of yield that was being earned. But now when the bear market has hit, all that's dried up. So because all that's dried up, it's like, well, what like why Phantom then? So again, I would do your research on this one. Could it go back up in the future? Sure, certainly. But there'd have to be a lot more stuff happening for me to be like really on board with it. And for as much like as people give Hex a hard time, just looking at the chart here, like I understand. However, there are some things coming for Hex. I do believe Pulse Chain, all that's coming. New tokens, new ecosystem. That could give life back into this token and also life into new things as well. So that's what you're looking for with crypto projects. A lot of these cryptocurrency projects, like Cardano has been doing this forever. If you look at Cardano, why has it survived as long as it has? It's because they're never finished. And I don't know if that's by design or not, but there are people saying it's vaporware. Basically, it's like it's not doing a whole lot of anything right now, and it's actually holding up pretty decent. Minus 85% is better than minus 90. But my point is that like Cardano is like this. It's never finished. It's been taking forever. But that could be like one of the reasons why people are so that they're looking forward to the next thing. You got to give people hope. And so, especially when these times are like this, are we going to see a massive bear market like this? I mean, look at this. This is crazy. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the next few months here. I will buy Matic at a penny. Yeah, I mean, I hope for you it goes that low yet again. Over 1,000 of you. Thank you so much. Smash up the likes. Let's get to 600. We're almost there. We're at literally 566. So thank you. Can Bitcoin go negative? It feels like that, doesn't it? I don't think it could go negative. It could go to zero. I mean, if everyone sold and everything went to zero, like sure, it definitely could. Like, look, I'm not saying that it can't at this point. Is it? What do you got to ask yourself? Is it likely? Is it likely to go to zero? I think at this point, it's not likely to go to zero. But anything's possible. So just keep that in mind. Axie Infinity. Yeah, let's talk about Axie Infinity. And we'll talk about Velas as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, like these charts are just crazy low, everyone. I mean, these are what you're looking for. It's now a buyer's market, in my opinion. Again, my opinion. This is when you're looking to buy, right? You're looking to sell way up here when things are way overvalued. You're looking to buy when things are way down low at the bottom, down 90%. It's not just one of these coins, okay? So why do I have some conviction with Axie Infinity? Well, let me show you. Um, First off, there's people playing this. All right. So right here you can see over 3.6 billion has been traded in-house. Somebody bought one of these for almost $1 million, which is crazy to me, but they did. And this is what you're looking for, the community and daily active players. So there's over like 2.5 million active players. That shows me that this could potentially has longevity. They also have deep pockets, Axie Infinity does, meaning that like they can take the time to develop and to do it right. And this is one of those like major play to earns that like has been working. People like it. Looks really clean. It's a great little game. Has some great partnerships, right? I mean, you're partnered with Binance and Samsung. Like this is one that I think that also too could be really undervalued. But why I'm not like, oh my gosh, put all your chips to the middle with this one is because if people stop playing this, that could be something like to take a look at. Like, all right, if all of a sudden everyone stops playing this game, then yeah, that's a problem, right? So that's what you're really betting on, though. And I think overall, though, if I were to make an investment into this, I mean, right around this mark, I mean, shoot, man, you're getting a really good price on this. So if you like the game, you believe in crypto gaming, and you believe in Axie Infinity, like, yeah, that's what I'm seeing with Axie right now. It's always that something is coming. Haha, yeah, for sure. I mean, for all these crypto things, like always something is coming. Come on, Joe, you sound pitiful. You sound like the world is coming to an end. The market goes up and down. The market goes up and down. Just like seasons, you know? Yeah, of course. I mean, look, I'm realistic about this, right? Like, I have conviction that this is going to come back, for sure. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't feel good now, you know? And, like, look, I want to be sensitive to other people who are watching because there's people who have lost a lot of money. Like, I'm not, again, I appreciate your comment. Sincerely, I appreciate everyone's comments and for everyone being here. Over 1,000 of you. We got to 600 likes. Smash up the likes, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Sincerely. If we can get to 1,000 likes, maybe I'll do a giveaway. That'd be fantastic. We did a, yeah. We haven't done a giveaway in a while. So maybe we should do a giveaway of some sort. Let me know what kind of giveaway you'd like me to do in the comments. When the next halving, do you think in late 2023, is that where we're going to skyrocket? Well, let's get into Velas and then we'll get into that. So look, Velas to me is high risk, high reward. It's at 4 cents, right? So this went crazy all the way up to 50 cents. Again, I was talking about this at 8 or 9 cents. Timing with these altcoins is everything. Again, minus 92%. So if you're looking for high risk, high reward, like I think that there could, this is a sleeper for sure. This is one that no one's talking about, no one knows about, but like because of that, it's higher risk. So what, you know, again, if we just take a look at like where's the market cap at? I mean, the market cap is under $100 million. That's insane to me. This was $1 billion market cap. It's now under 100 million. That's crazy. So take that for what it's worth. And if you take a look at their website, Velas is basically trying to be a bigger, better, faster Solana. Again, the fastest EVM chain to compete with Ethereum 2.0. So like that's what they're trying to do. They're a fork of Solana, and the mainnet launched in 2019. They have a decent little community growing. Like from a user perspective, it's fantastic. Instant low cost transactions. They have staking where you can earn yield. It's not a huge yield, right? Where it's like crushing the coin. You have projects that have been building on here. You have Wagyu Swap. I mean, there's stuff going on here for sure. Like this is one that like, if you're looking to like potentially double, triple your money even further, like this could be one that like people just don't understand yet, and could be one of those like comes out of nowhere. So yeah, this is one to keep your eye on because they have some decent partners here as well. Like, yeah, I've seen some good things with this coin, and I've seen the price move. So I have some conviction with this. And this was one of the cryptocurrencies that I talked about early in the year that I thought was going to continue to do well. Well, I mean, that prediction was wrong in the sense of price, but every prediction was wrong if you thought that 2022 was going to be a good year. So The next halving, is that going to kickstart the next bull run in 2023? I think we could start to see a bottom in the next 5 to 6 months. Like a real bottom if we absolutely go down to 10,000. I think that we could play around here, 18, 19, 18, 19. Maybe we just go up and down around here for a little bit and then crash. I think that potentially that could be the bottom around 10,000. Like crazy bottom if that's what happens here with, everything that's happening in the world. So you're going to have to be patient. I wouldn't expect buying Bitcoin at 18,800, basically making new yearly lows here, and having it reverse back to the upside the next day or two. I just don't think that that's realistic. So I want to be honest with everyone. If you're buying today, you're buying for the long run. And please understand, if you're buying today, it could go lower. So just understand that as well. And if you don't want to be a buyer, no one's forcing you to buy, right? Joe, can USDT crash the same as Luna? Well, it can't crash the same as Luna because it's not the same. It's not an algorithmic stablecoin. But there's been a lot of FUD around USDT. I'm not going to say never because like anything can happen, and we've been showing that in crypto. But look, I can't see USDT unraveling the way that like UST did. It's just not the same thing. So I wouldn't 100% worry about that. I think that there could be some worry about it, but yeah, I'm not losing sleep over Tether, to be honest. All right, everyone. I think that's going to do it for today's live stream. We actually, let's answer one or two more questions. We went on for a while. Let's answer a couple more. Today's a historic day, so we'll put in a little bit more time. Altura, let's take a look at Altura. Let's just see what the price is. I talked about this cryptocurrency coin. This is high risk, high reward as well. Like all of these are high risk, high reward. I mean, if you go down 96.6%, I mean, look at this. This went sky high, 42 cents. Like, that's crazy. If it went all the way back there, you would literally like 50x your money. That's crazy. The thing is with this, again, I think gaming and crypto gaming is going to be massive. Personally, I really do. So if you do think that as well, with literally, I mean, look at this market cap, $10 million. Like, if this were like, this is what's key here, is the market cap. Look, from what I'm seeing here, I'm not seeing anything that's like, wow, oh my gosh. However, this market cap is interesting to me. Under 10 million now. This price as well. Like, if I'm taking a look at this just from a pure speculation, this is Axie, so we won't go back to that. But Altura, to me, if you know more about the project and you've done the research, I'd have to do more research on it. Channel 3 says, are you selling everything? The title of the video. Watch the beginning of the stream. I'm selling my hair, my cat, my dog, my grandma. I'm selling all of that just because, again, I think that we have a very unique opportunity here. So anyways, thanks again, everyone, for being here. More coming in the very near future on this channel with crypto. Smash up the like button one last time. Sincerely appreciate everyone being here for this live stream. More live streams coming up in the near future. We will end it today. And again, if you're interested in learning more about all of this, I will say one last time, free training over on my website, Instagram at Joe Parys, Twitter as well as at Joe Parys, the verified account. Be careful out there. There's only one of me on all the social medias. They're up above. Click the links down below for the official links. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. And if you want to join us in VIP, click the link for my online class. Again, I made $250,000 in a week last year trading altcoins. And many of my students have been wildly successful doing this. But again, it could be a while before that bull market starts up again. Thank you again all for being here. Thank you for over 670 likes, 900 of you watching. Sincerely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Be safe out there, and we'll see you in our next live stream.